Some of y'all don't respect yourself more than you respect your boss, and that's a problem. I know this because you show up to your work on time, you show up every day, you show up for a paycheck, you show up for your boss, but you don't show up for yourself in the gym daily, your diet, your habits, your training, your nutrition. These are certain things that are basics to get you to the next level as a man, but you're not showing up for yourself. My name's Aiden Hatchett. Why you should even listen to me? I rebuilt my physique coming back from an ACL injury a couple years ago, and now I continuously progress and I help other men do the same thing. And right now I'm building my brand, my business, online coaching. I pulled up to the steakhouse that I work at early. I got 4 or 5 hours before I have to actually be on shift. I've already hit the gym this morning, woke up at 5:30, did my routine, did everything. And I'm here, they're open for lunch. And I just came to make some content and basically put in the work that I need to. Some admin work, some other stuff. But that's not even what I want to talk about. The fact that I woke up at 5:30 a.m. after I got off of work at around 10:30 p.m. last night. And then I was able to get in the gym, do what I needed, active recovery day, work on my ACL because I still have to do that, do cardio, and then go back home, take a cold shower, and get here when I don't even need to be on shift. I could still be sleeping in right now. I want to progress so badly in my life that I'm willing to do that. I respect myself more, my progress more than the boss here. I'm showing up for myself first. I'm showing up for my routines, my habits. I'm locking in my life first. But some of y'all y'all don't. Like, y'all say you want it, but you don't. You don't respect yourself enough. And I know that by what I said earlier. Because you show up to work, you show up for a paycheck, but you don't show up in the gym, you don't show up in your habits, or you have trouble doing it. You have trouble. And to me, that's just insane. It's insane. How are you going to show up for that, but not for yourself, which in turn shows up for your family, for your friends, for your loved ones, for your kids? Like, bro, your boss doesn't care about you, right? I'll give you a prime example. My dad just got laid off from his company. He worked there for 17 years. And I could tell that stung. It stung for him, especially like older generations. He's 58 years old, and it stung for him. I can't believe they would do this, blah, blah, blah. And I noticed them. I called out the mindset. I'm like, dude, they gave you a long time there, but that's besides the point. The brand, the business, the job that you are working will not care more about you than you care about you. And life is just unfair, right? People aren't supposed, I don't think life is supposed to care about you more. People aren't supposed to care about you more. Life is unfair. That's just how it is, dog. And if you think life is fair, if you think it's just going to work out for you in your favor and everything that's just going to go fine and dandy, it's not. Life happens. Shit happens. And it hits the fan more times than you can think. I've had a tough couple years. And it's going to get even harder. As I level up as a man, as I get a family, as I get kids and a wife and a house and all this other stuff that I desire, as I grow this business to help more people, build this brand, have more deals, I'm still going to have to show up in the basics. Still show up for myself. Even more at that point. Because if I let myself go, if I don't respect myself, everything else falters and I start feeling stuck. I start feeling like life is happening to me versus for me. And it's a subtle mindset shift below the surface. And I'm kind of just yapping in this video. I'm posting one video a day here in 2026. And we've talked about a couple things so far, but the main gist of this video is you must show up for yourself more than you do at your job and for your boss. You must respect yourself more. Respect yourself enough. I think it was Jim Rohn who said this, Jim Rohn. And he was like, work on yourself harder than you do at your job. It's the same concept. It's the same concept. And I internalized that. And when I first heard it when I was 18, 19, that's when I got into personal development. I first heard that quote. I remember I was on I'm on the high school track over here. It's like a mile away from where I'm at right now, Lamar. And it was my high school that I went to. And I heard that walking the track. I heard it so many times on motivational videos that I listened to, this guy, Jim Rohn. And I was like, yeah, I'm working on myself. Yeah, I'm working out. I'm listening to the videos. I'm doing the things. But I was high every day. I smoked weed every day. I participated in bad habits every day. And if that is not dialed, I mean, bro, what do you expect? And I wish I had somebody like put together the pieces for me. I wish I had me. I wish I had me now, my mindset, my knowledge, because if I did at 18, I would probably be a lot further. But I had to go through that. I had to get the lessons. I had to extract them. And now I understand you still could work out. You still could have a six-pack. You could still run, because I did all that. I played varsity. I did these things, especially in high school, but I was high every day. I had shitty habits. I was indulging in the flesh, lust, girls, porn, video games, bullshit task, telling myself I'm disciplined. In reality, I wasn't. Telling myself I'm working on myself. In reality, I wasn't. Right? Or maybe I was, but the other things that I was doing was offsetting it. You know, it's like taking one step forward and 3 steps backwards and wondering why you're not making any progress. No shit, partner. You're not making any progress. So that's something I wish somebody connected the dots. I wish I connected the dots sooner. I wish I had a friend that slapped me across the face like I had last year when I was 23. I'm still 23. I feel like I'm 30 though. I'm not even gonna hold. I feel like I'm 30 in terms of like my mindset, what I want, my desires in life. You know, I want to start a family. I want to build this business. I want to do a lot. And most 23-year-olds my age just aren't on that type of time. They're not. If you're already 30, you know what I'm talking about. You already have kids and a family, you know what I'm talking about. And if you have any of these desires and you're young like me, you feel this. I know you do. You're resonating with this. You must work harder on yourself than you do at your job, bro. That's the main gist of this video. That's what I really want to dial into your mind. Because if you don't, you will continuously pursue somebody else's dream. You'll continuously pursue something that somebody else built. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm talking in terms of your fitness, in terms of your mindset, in terms of who you are as a person, not even talking business, talking who you are, your fitness, your health, your mindset. If you don't work on that harder, your habits harder, if you don't show up for yourself harder like I am today, like I did today, I wake up at 5:30. I got here way before any of the coworkers who are supposed to get here are here, the other servers, because I'm putting in work. I'm putting in content. I'm dialing in my habits. I'm drinking a coffee. I'm caffeinated. I'm focused and more dialed. I'm going to give the best energy that I have to who I am. That's why I wake up and I work out the first thing in the morning. I make sure I stay on routine. I ditch the bad habits and I focus on the things that I know I need to focus on. That is key. And it's a Saturday morning. It's a Saturday morning and I'm doing this. I'm not saying this to flex, like, I'm better than you. No, fuck no, I'm not better than anybody. Right? But I may be a few steps ahead than some people. I'm definitely a few steps behind some people. But the past me, who I used to be, I'm way ahead of him. And I continuously show up, and that's exactly who I need to be. Is the person who shows up for myself, who respects myself more than my own boss. Because if I don't have respect for myself, if I don't show up for myself, I will never move forward. So I'm thinking of making a day in the life video soon, but there's definitely more content to come. Right now, it's been a lot of these raw talks, sitting in the content, and just yapping, which is what I'm good at. I'm good at just sitting here and yapping for 10, 15 minutes on personal development, mindset, habits, fitness, nutrition, training, all that good stuff. Because I live it every day. I want to build a business around this. I'm helping men as we speak through one-on-one coaching in their fitness. I've created a whole coaching system. If you want to dial in your habits, you want to get in the best shape of your life through discipline and direction, I have something for you. Click the link down below and it'll book a call and we'll see if it's a good fit. Other than that, I have hella content, hella free content, all for you so you can improve, and for the people that were in positions like me a few years ago and get out of it. It's not easy and it won't ever be easy, but that's your life as a man and you have to accept it. You have to accept it, right? Men are supposed to do the hard things and still show up every day. All right, this is what you're called to do. I appreciate you for tuning in. If you made it this far in the video, subscribe and share this if you got value from it. Only if you got value from it. If you didn't, tell me down below. Why didn't you? What would you like to see? How would you like to improve this? Etc., etc. Always looking for feedback. Always, always, always. Stay dangerous. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now, gentlemen.